Why does everyone love sequencers, me included? Surely it's not about being able to make music without knowing how to play a piano or without knowing music theory. There are a lot of great musicians that also use sequencers a lot. So the question is why? What's behind the magic of a sequencer? To answer that question, I'm going to show you a few of my current favorite sequencers. So while we explore them, we will discover what's so good about them. So basically a sequencer will let you program a melody, a chord progression, or even a beat, and then you can just let it play. And what's great about sequencers is that you can make any melody you want, even if you cannot play it physically. So for instance, the sequencer in Pigments looks like this. It lets you program a sequence up to 16 different steps. You can change the octave of each step, add glide, changes in velocity, and of course stick it to one scale. Then you just have to press one note or program it on your DAW, and you have your hands free to make everything you want. And that's one of the most important things about sequencers. They free up your hands from the melody so you can concentrate in other creative stuff. Now I have a whole video about this sequencer in particular, go and watch it, but I have to mention that I also have a polymeter feature that will change all of these parameters you see here, and that means that the note progression is going to be the same, but with changes in octaves, in gate, in velocity, and so on. But let's go to something different. This is also a sequencer. It's called Harmony Bloom and it's made by Marionetto. I'm going to leave a link in the description so you can check it out. Basically, each time a point goes through one of these lines, it will trigger a note. I believe the closer to the center is going to be a lower note. Not only you can activate and deactivate these lines, but you can also change the shape that's going around and around. For that you have these parameters on the left, and just look at what happens when I start changing them. The great thing is that this is still on time. So you can use it for sudden ear candy or to ever-changing melodies and rhythms throughout your songs. It also has a really nice randomization because with this you cannot go wrong. Now Mario sent me a license for this product, but he didn't tell me to make a video about it. Honestly, I'm having a lot of fun with this. And I'm going to leave a link in the description so you can go and check it. While you're watching, consider subscribing to the channel and giving this video a like. Thank you in advance. Now you could say that a downside of sequencers is that they may be too perfect. Still, we love music and many forms of art because as human beings, we love the relationship between perfection and chaos. We need to have a balance between those. In many sequencers, we have parameters as swing or humanize, even probabilities and changes in velocity for different notes. For instance, the humanize on the sequencer of your own computer will slightly change the position of a note each time a cycle repeats. Now I'm talking about sequencers, but you may ask yourself why I haven't talked about these two things that I have right here. Honestly, each of these synths deserve their own video, especially for the sequencer on the Mini Brute because it's really deep. But I want to briefly talk about the sequencer of the Moog Subharmonicon. If you have been in this channel for a while, you may know that I love polyrhythms, and the whole reason I'm obsessed with that is because of the Subharmonicon. Now, maybe it's a bit limiting to have 4 notes per sequence, but basically with these small knobs on the top, you select different notes, and these 4 rhythm knobs are going to set a time signature in divisions of 16. The idea is to activate these time divisions for sequencer 1 or 2, so you start making combinations which will create polyrhythms. I've made polyrhythms with Bitwig's Polygrid or also the arpeggiator. And not only that, I recreated the subharmonicon in Faceplant. I also use different timing for different modulators on different synths. And I even applied the same principle to program polyrhythmic drums. Now, if you want to learn more about polyrhythms, go and watch this other video that's right here, where I share my love for that concept. So, in conclusion, what's the magic of sequencers? As I said, first of all, they let you use your hands for anything else. In that sense, they let you use your creative energy into something different. They are really an inspiration source and a nice way to think about melody and music with another mindset. Because sometimes maybe the music is not in the melody, but what you do with the sounds that go with the melody. So let me know what you think about this topic in the comments down below. I will respond to each comment that I get, and I hope you like this video. I will see you next time, and bye bye.